back now with an incredibly important topic, maternal health. According to the March of Dimes, as many as 900 women die each year from pregnancy-related causes. And Black women are 3 times more likely to die during, before, and after giving birth.
Journalist and TV personality Elaine Welteroth recently wrote about her pregnancy experience for Time, and she shares her story. Each day in the U.S., about 10,000 babies are born. And while bringing life into this world is often considered a beautiful and powerful moment, for many women, it presents a sobering reality, the risk of maternal mortality. For every 100,000 live births, 23 women in the U.S. die. That rate is the highest of any developed nation. Women of color disproportionately impacted.
What we do know from statistics is that Black women are 3 times more likely to die from a pregnancy-related cause than a white woman. And that really is going to require healthcare providers to take an internal look at how we might be contributing to racial biases and how we are really treating our patients. And then also for hospital systems to really look at what steps may be missing to not catch these preventable deaths.
This particular statistic hit close to home for journalist Elaine Welteroth, who at 35 found herself pregnant for the first time.
It was a lot harder than I ever expected to find a doctor that made me feel safe, that made me feel listened to. One of these doctors that I went in and I asked my questions with a smile. Eventually, the doctor stands up with their clipboard and they start to walk out in the middle of our conversation. The doctor just said, "You've exceeded our 2 to 3 question max per visit. I've allowed you to ask additional questions. I've given you some grace, but I need to go."
Elaine's search for an obstetrician she could feel comfortable with left her feeling frustrated.
I approached it with like my journalist hat on to make me feel everything that I am in work, like very confident, know what questions to ask. But something about going through these experiences kind of robbed me of that confidence. I didn't go into any of these doctor's appointments thinking like, I'm a Black woman and there's a maternal mortality crisis in this country that's disproportionately affecting Black women. I went in with a really open mind each and every time, but increasingly you leave and you start to ask yourself, I wonder if I looked different, would that encounter have gone any differently? I don't know. I don't know.
Armed with information, Elaine began exploring other options, including the midwife model and home births.
The role of a midwife is to take care of a family on their pregnancy journey. So we're actually medical care providers for the prenatal period, birth, and for the postpartum period. Beyond the physical aspects is support for mental health, social support, and generally just holistic care for our clients.
It sounds like it's for like some other types of women, not me. But there's so many barriers to even understanding what our options are, which keeps us in a disempowered position. But the more we know about our options, the more empowered we are going through this journey.
Entering her 3rd trimester, Elaine made the decision to work with Kindred Space LA, the only Black-owned birthing center in Los Angeles. With the assistance of 2 midwives, Elaine delivered her baby boy at home.
And watching her navigate her labor experience was absolutely beautiful.
I labored like a freaking queen. I've never felt more powerful. I've never felt more like a divine being. So grateful now looking back that I did not settle, find the best care, because that is what not only I deserve, but every birthing person in this country deserves.
Elaine, oh my gosh, thank you so much for sharing your story with us and with so many today. I mean, that must have been a really frustrating journey. And then you met this angel, as you said. What was that like?
It was life-changing, honestly, during one of the most vulnerable times in a woman's life. I think we deserve to be treated with the utmost care. And I expected that from every doctor that I dated in the process and trying to find that connection. And I'm so grateful to the midwives and the doulas out there that are giving pregnant people an opportunity to have a sense of dignity and safety in their birthing process.
Are you nervous about a midwife or a doula? Because, you know, I think what people probably debate in their heads are, well, if something goes wrong, I want to be where all the equipment is. And what was the debate in your head over that?
Honestly, well, first I'll say I didn't make the decision to have a home birth until my 36th week of pregnancy. Okay? So yeah, I was scared. I was really trying to drag it out. But after experiencing 8 different doctors that didn't make me feel seen, heard, cared for, or safe, I was more scared to go into a hospital, frankly, than I was to deliver right there at home in the presence of these women that had come around me and taken the best care of me, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually. They made me feel safe. And the reality is midwives are medically trained professionals that are there to deliver your babies. They've been doing it since the beginning of time. Doctors and hospitals came later down the line. And so a lot of, I think, the misconceptions about midwifery care is part of our conditioning.
Yeah, totally.
And so I had to unlearn a lot of things to get really comfortable with the idea. Hear my baby over there.
Yeah, we hear your baby. We can't help but smile. So this was the end of your pregnancy journey, but it's just the beginning of this journey for you. Like, what do you want everybody to know?
Well, honestly, I am here. This is so much bigger than my story. Yeah. I am here speaking up for all of the birthing people that did not make it through their deliveries, particularly the Black women, the women of color, that didn't get a chance to advocate for better care. So I'm here to advocate for better care, and I'm here to do it with a fix-it spirit.
Yeah, totally.
Because this is a problem that we can fix.
Yeah.
Like,
it's preventable.
It's preventable. 80% of these deaths, maternal and infant deaths, can be prevented with the intervention of midwives and doulas. So I'm here to advocate and to help rally women, people who love women and birthing people, to say we deserve better care. And in other countries, they're getting that care from midwives. Midwives are the norm in other developed countries. Right. So how can we create a pipeline to create more access to midwives and doulas to help keep us alive? That is what I'm here to say, and I'm doing it truly on behalf of all of the birthing workers that are doing this work to keep us alive every single day.
Elaine's on a mission.
Yeah,
I'm on a mission. I'm charged.
And you guys, you should need to read her beautiful article in Time magazine.
It is stunning. Your baby, by the way, is so captivating and cute. Do you love motherhood, by the way?
I love it so much. I love it so much. Hey, he's like,
Mommy, what up?
Is he allowed to come out or no?
I'm doing this.
Is he allowed to come out?
He can come out for you guys.
Come on out. Come.
His TV debut, I would have put him in a different outfit.
No, he looks so cute.
Come on.
He's the reason I'm doing this work.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You can come sit right next.
Okay.
Oh.
Look at his little...
Come sit.
This is Jonathan, my husband, by the way.
And they're not mics, but we love y'all.
Oh. Can you say bye-bye?
This is my favorite part, is these. This is my
Y'all
favorite
are the
part.
best. We love you
Elaine,
guys.
thank you.
Elaine,
Thank you.
thank you so
Having us
much.
on.
Read that Time magazine article.
Yeah.
It's really incredible. We'll be back right after this.